नमस्ते बिटिया, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया। Myself Dr. Aarti Purohit, Associate Professor, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University. Today our topic is skin, the common disorders. We will talk about one by one the common disorder associated with the skin. First, we will start with the granulomatous diseases. First, in granulomatous diseases, first is the lupus vulgaris. The lesions of lupus vulgaris, the prototype of skin tuberculosis, are found most commonly on the head and neck, especially skin of the nose. There are yellowish brown to reddish brown tiny nodules. These are also called apple jelly nodule. Second is the cutaneous sarcoidosis. Sarcoidosis is a systemic granulomatous disease of unknown etiology. The lesions appears in the lung, skin, eye, nose, lymph node. The cutaneous manifestation appear as presenting feature in about a quarter of patient and include erythema nodosum or brown red jelly-like papules or plaque with central clearing. Now the connective tissue dermatosis. The lupus erythematosus, two types of lupus erythematosus are recognized. First is a chronic form, discoid lupus erythematosus, which is confined to the skin, and a systemic form, systemic lupus erythematosus, that has widespread visceral vascular lesion. The discoid variety is more common, which is generally benign, while systemic form may be fatal, usually from renal involvement. The diagnosis is made on the basis of clinical, serologic, and pathologic changes. The characteristic cutaneous lesions in DLE consist of well-defined erythematous discoid patches associated with scaling and atrophy and often limited to the face. Second is a systemic sclerosis or scleroderma. Two types of systemic sclerosis or scleroderma are identified: a localized form called the morphia and a generalized form called the progressive systemic sclerosis. A variant of progressive systemic sclerosis, this is called the CREST syndrome. C for calcinosis, R for Raynaud phenomenon, E for esophageal dysmotility, S stands for sclerodactyly, and T for telangiectasia. Morphe consists of lesion limited to the skin and subcutaneous tissue, while progressive systemic sclerosis consists of extensive involvement of skin and the subcutaneous tissue and has visceral lesions too. Next is the lichen sclerosis at atropicus. This condition involves genital skin most frequently and is often the only site of involvement. It occurs in both the sexes, more commonly in women than in men. It is termed chirurgisis vulvi in women, while counterpart in the male referred to as the balanitis erotica obliterans. Now there are some other conditions which are non-infectious bullous dermatosis. First is the pemphigus. Pemphigus is an autoimmune bullous disease of the skin and mucosa which has four clinical pathological variants. The form of pemphigus has ichthyolosis on common histologic feature. Sera from these patients contain IgG antibody to cement substance of skin and mucosa. Pemphigus vulgaris is the most common type, characterized by the development of flaccid bullae on the skin and oral mucosa. These bullae break easily, leaving behind denuded surface. Pemphigus vegetans is an uncommon variant consisting of early lesion resembling Pemphigus vulgaris. Pemphigus foliaceus is characterized by white superficial bullae which leave shadow zones of erythema and crust. Pemphigus erythematosum is an early form of Pemphigus foliosus. This distribution of clinical lesions is similar to lupus erythematosus involving the face. Now next is a dermatitis herpetiformis. Dermatitis herpetiformis is a form of chronic pruritic vesicular dermatosis. The lesions are found more commonly in male in third and fourth decade of life. The disease has an association with gluten sensitive enteropathy. Both dermatitis herpetiformis and gluten sensitivity enteropathy respond to a gluten-free diet. Now the scaling dermatosis first include the psoriasis. It is a chronic inflammatory dermatosis that affect about 2% population. It usually appears first between the age of 15 and 30 years. As the scale are removed by gentle scraping, fine bleeding points appear termed Aspid's point. Aspid's sign. Commonly involved sites are scalp, upper back, sacral region, extensor surfaces of the extremity, especially the knees and elbow. Second is the lichen planus. It is a chronic dermatitis characterized clinically by irregular, violaceous, shining, flat-topped pruritic papule. The lesions are distributed symmetrically with site of predilection being flexor surfaces of the wrist, forearm, leg, external genitalia. Buccal mucosa is also involved in many cases of lichen planus. This is my reference. I hope you enjoy this session. If any query, please mention it in comment box.